I'm Tarot Oracle, and this is my video review of the Witch's Tarot. Now realize there's two Witch's Tarots. One is the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Cannon Reed. That's not it. I already did this one on another video if you want to see it. This one is the much larger project by Ellen Dugan. Not the Witch's Tarot, but Witch's Tarot, illustrated by Mark Evans. Now, as you can see, it comes in a fairly substantial box, and that's because it comes with a very large book. This book is 300 pages, I guess second that I'm aware of, only to the 452-page tarot of this spirit guide. Now, you get in the box the tarot deck and the book for $20 on Amazon, and it comes with a standard Rider-Waite clone deck with a bunch of CGI graphics and nice thin borders, but we'll look at that in just a moment. Let's first look at the book. Overall, I like this tarot. I think it has a lot of good qualities. So again, this is a very standard Rider-Waite clone, but it's extremely attractive and I like it. You get the introduction from page 1 to, I think, page 9. So things like know your deck or ask the querent a specific question they have. You don't have to read reversals unless you're comfortable with it, etc. About page 11, we start with the Major Arcana. Now, it'll have a very large version of the card, in fact, much larger than the card itself, in black and white. And after the card picture, you get a kind of a background on the card, along with the symbology on the card. So this is one good book. In fact, at the end of the book, she has even more symbology stuff to where you can, if you see a rose, it means this. If you see a bird, it means this in the back. Okay, but this is just a general introduction to the full card, the symbology on it, and kind of an intro to it. Now we get into the meanings. If you get the full, what does it mean? And again, this is standard Rider-Waite, so you don't have to stroll all the way through this book if you don't want, but it is very exhaustive. And if you're new to Rider-Waite, you're going to be pretty pleased with it. So again, we have the meanings here, about 2 paragraphs per major, and then the keywords, the daily associations, astrological association, and then how to read the reversal of this major. So then you move on to the Magician, and you have about the same amount of content. So as you can see, each one has 3 pages, one for the picture, one for the intro, and then kind of one for the meanings and the keywords and everything else. So that's the majors. Once you get to the minors, you have less information overall. So here's the Ten of Swords. Have again a large black and white picture, and then the representation of the card along with the symbology. You have the meaning of it, and then keywords. So it's about the same size. I thought it was a little smaller. It's about the same size. So each minor has about the same amount. Again, paragraph meaning, and keywords. So around page, again, this is 300 pages. Around page 259, we start off with the spreads. So now we go through each spread, and she has several in here. 1 card reading, a 3-card reading, 7 cards, significator card, astrological signs, court cards, triple goddess spread, 4 elements spread, and then magic with the Witch's Tarot deck, about 271. So, and then you have some spellcasting stuff, blah 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 blah, more spells, and then we have the number and court card meanings, and she has kind of a numerology basics here. For example, the 3 represents full expression of the element, love, expectancy, the concept of creation, divinity, and fate, etc., etc. So, kind of a numerology primer. And then about 287, we start with the symbolism inside of the tarot card. So if you see armor and chainmail, if you see a bench, if you see birds, here's what it means in the context of the card. And she has several pages devoted to this, which is kind of nice, because I have not seen that in a long time in a tarot book. That's pretty exhaustive. So then a bibliography at page 299, and again it's about 300 pages. Overall, great book. Great book, second only to none of the Tarot of the Spirit. So if you were into Rider-Waite and you want to know kind of all about the cards, fantastic book. Now let's get to the deck. The deck comes with 78 cards. Again, a standard Rider-Waite clone. It has a lot of interesting cards. If you're not into kind of computer graphic type things, you may not be too pleased with this. However, it looks fantastic to me, and I'm not a big computer graphic fan, but this is done so classy, and it's just done so well that I really like it. So here's the back of the card, and for each card you get the title on the bottom, a thin black border, which I like, and then again a very bright, high contrast, very colorful cards. These are some that I pulled out that I like. Nine of Pentacles, very cool. The Lovers, I like the whole dream state in the back there, very cool. Again, the Two of Cups, you can see, focus camera, focus, there we go. Macro time. So as you can see, it's just a good card. Strength, another very cool card. Very high detail, high contrast, a lot of bright colors. The Page of Cups, just a fantastic deck in my opinion as far as graphics are concerned. I really like that. And the Ace of Wands. Again, these are just some random ones that I pulled out. Two of Pentacles. Again, very computer graphic, but I really like this. I like the color contrast between the things. I like the detail, and I like the imagery overall. So another one, like the Wheel of the Year, Magician, and some of these others. So again, those are just some of my favorite. I mean, you can look through here, and I'll show you the cards at the end, but a lot of these are just very cool looking. We have the different card here, the Shadow side. So little bit of a variation off the Rider-Waite, but for the most part it's the same thing. The Tower and all this good stuff. So overall I really like it. It's interesting. I like the added elements here in the Four of Cups. There's somebody with the guy, and Six of Pentacles, giving away, just like all the detail. I mean, look at the reflection off the pentacle and the way the guy's holding his hand, and the reaction of the people down here and all of that. So the multiple stabs of the sword, the world, etc., etc. So overall I like the deck, and for 20 bucks, pretty good deal. I mean, if you look at Tarot of the Spirit, I paid $15 or $18, and then the book is an additional $25. So I mean, this is a pretty good deal for 20 bucks in my opinion. So that is the Witches Tarot, and let's take a look at the cards. If you want to see more of a particular card that you like, feel free to pause the video and make sure you're watching this in HD so that you can see all the details of the cards. And here we go.